All right. Finally, the MCM podcast has returned. Yes. All right. So I'm your host, the Sharkopath. I'm the host, but don't need a boast. Welcome on in. Guys, we got SinfulEnvy and BcFluffy with us here today. Guys, how are you doing?
Doing good, man. Just, a little bit of pain, and everything since everything's been going on. Just still in shock, but I'm here.
Good deal. Simple, how things been for you?
Well, definitely not in pain. Definitely staying busy. A lot of things going on. A couple really big things. But overall, schedule has been packed.
Sounds good. I feel that. So right now it's the three of us. I know Fluff isn't going to be here too long. He's got some family things to do. So it's just pretty much going to be me and Sinful here in just a little bit. Mr. JT and Jujitsu Saiyan are busy doing family and work related things. So I'll kind of fill in what I know with on their part when I can. But Fluff, since you're not here very long, man, tell us what's been going on with you, personal life, streaming, and everything.
Pretty much, personally, it's been normal. It's been work, sleep, get home. My days off, I stream or do something else, and I have to, feel sinful just a little bit here and there. But it's a normal time for me so far.
Sounds good. Yeah, I've been seeing you playing a lot of Phasmophobia, of course, Rocket League, and what was that other game I saw you playing? It was like Prop Night or something like that.
Oh, Prop Night or Midnight Ghost Hunt and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Trying to throw in some more stuff, but been really Sinful can attest to it, and he's seen it and watched it grow. Just been really putting the grind on Rocket League and trying to get a whole lot better on that, which it's showing, and I can feel it a whole lot more now.
Definitely. I told Sinful that before we started the podcast. I was like, Fluffy's gotten better than me now. Like, great. I was never that good, but it's like, yeah, you kick my ass now, 1-on-1s.
Hell no.
But Fluff, I know you just had your subathon and everything, which technically is still going on.
Still going, yeah, for another 20 hours.
Yeah, so tell viewers and listeners of the podcast here your subathon, like how it's structured and like what's going on with it and everything.
So pretty much, and this is also going into like what's been happening on the stream. Like, I used my birthday as a cover up kind of for the reason to have the subathon, but in reality, I did a full on rework of my stream, like full on, and went full animated, made and dropped an intro video with a song that I had made for me. So like, tried to take the content to and take the stream to like that next tier with it, and I'd say it went over pretty well. And you all could probably be like the secondhand source of telling me went over well and how good it looked. But yeah, I won't get into like some of the smaller ones because I know some of them are weren't the main focus. Granted, I got lucky, so I set the goals, some of the goals high as kind of like joke goals. Honestly, did not think ever in my lifetime I'd have to sit here and say that I have to start an OnlyFans.
So
no, you gotta say it right. And only fluff.
And only fluff. Sorry.
Yeah. So for me, last night when you were doing this, I think you were at like 60 or right at 70 sub count, 71, I think, when I had to kind of bounce and work on a project and stuff, which I'm going to talk about later and stuff. But I stayed up late, and then I came back over to see what you were doing on your stream because I saw you were still on, and I saw your time had went up like hours, and I was like, holy shit. Because you were adding time for every like sub and follow and stuff. And I was like, wow, what did I miss? So I kind of like scrolled through the chat with what I could see. And I was like, there's a 10 give sub bomb, 5, a 10, 5, like I think it was 20 or something like that. So
Yeah,
I was
like 25.
I was like, holy shit. I was like, I missed a lot of stuff. So I was like, when we do the podcast, I need to get caught up on what happened.
Yeah. So I think like day one, because I planned on doing it 2 days anyways, because I knew I wasn't gonna finish the Nuzlocke in 1 day.
Mm-hmm.
I ended day one on like 43 subs. I think is what I ended day one with. And I was like, okay, yeah, we're a good number. Like people are at least getting some, rewards and everything else like that. Like we're fine. Like it's fine. It's great. And then we're getting down, and I'm about to take on the Elite Four, and I'm freaking out about that anyways. 2 hours left to go in the subathon. I'm like, okay, yeah, we'll finish this up, wrap it up, and then we'll go play some Rocket League. We'll be done with it. It'll be over. We'll be golden. And then out of the blue, it's like I call him Loki. I think it's like Ashen One Loki. Randomly comes in and fucking drops a 50 bomb on me.
Oh shit!
Holy shit!
And my time goes from 2 hours back up to like 14. And the dude didn't say anything. I'm like, why are you not fucking saying anything?
Oh my gosh.
It was like the most surreal moment because it was literally like that moment of like, I helped somebody. Because he's like, this is just a thank you for you helping me, like constantly helping me get to affiliate. Because I'd be lurking and like doing stuff for him, trying to help him get his viewer count up, like let him come in the community and like post his links and stuff. And yeah, I think he dropped 50. And then Faja came in and dropped another 50 on me.
Faja can't be outdone, of course.
Yeah, no, he could not be outdone. So and then that's whenever Loki tried to get back for that golden box. So it's almost like a slight little back and forth, and then Dad's like, no, sit the fuck down. I'm going to take it. I'm going to go up 5 subs on you, and we're just going to make this shit continue on forever. And like I had raids, like crazy ass raids. Everybody fucking joined in. I had to eat so many fucking cricket brownies. Thank God all of them weren't bad. There are pictures in my Discord of like how fucking thick Destiny laid it on in there. It was fucking surreal, and we actually had a moment of like that. The whole community was in there telling like how much I've done and like how much I've helped and like how much they love coming around and everything else like that. So like I actually had a breakdown moment last night on stream because it's just I was overwhelmed, and the main goal was the top goal was 300, and I think we blew past it by like 12.
What was that 300 goal again?
Yeah, we have to stream and spend an entire night in the Louisville's insane asylum or sanatorium.
Oh, Waverly.
Yeah, Waverly Hills.
Nice.
So we gotta stream that all night. We're gonna get a group of people together, and that's gonna be live streamed on the channel. Like that entire we're not doing a couple hours. No, we're doing the whole night tour or the experience. I have to start OnlyFans. I have to like wear an anime schoolgirl outfit. I have to like dye my beard. Fucking, I have to do a glitter beard. Like, there's gonna be a giveaway and stuff like that here soon. And then I think Faja has pretty much set in stone that he's picking my next hair color to be red.
Checks out.
As Faja would do.
Yeah. That's great, man.
I haven't had that. It was a very surreal and like very, very eye-opening moment of like, okay, maybe I'm not just a terrible small streamer that like nobody cares about.
That's great, man. Like, it's always fun to like have those moments, like goals and everything like that get reached, but then also just to have them reached for the entertainment sake, because I know those are gonna be like really fun streams later on, like with the Insane Asylum or Sanatorium and everything like that. Yeah,
everybody really came out and it was a lot of support, and they fucking broke me. Honestly, truly, I still can't thank you. I can't thank you all for getting me into streaming, and thank anybody and everybody that's helped me throughout this entire time. Mm-hmm. So, like, there's nothing I can do that can ever repay or thank you all for what you've given me.
So what's your count at right now?
I think the last time I checked, I'm at like 200 and 23 followers and like almost 350 subs.
Nice. So are you
Because of what
gonna
happened like the week or two before in the month?
add some more milestones, like just throw them up there like a higher number just in case?
I think I definitely have to go to the chalkboard on that one and get some help and some ideas because I really have no idea. I didn't plan to get this far, and I think we're just gonna wing it from here.
Just add some to be determined ones. Like there's numbers, and if you get there, we'll figure out what the reward is.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah,
here,
might have to.
Here's 400. Here's 450. Here's 500. You get to those, we'll figure out something. We're not sure what it is yet.
Yeah.
Like we'll get there. We got to talk about those.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you could do that. Just kind of put like, markers there and be like, if we reach that marker, then we'll figure something out for that one or something,
Yeah, I'll have to go to I'll have to call upon the creative team to see what we can pull out, pull together.
Sounds good. Good.
That is all I've got to go. I think they just said the food and everything's doing it, so I've got to run, guys. I am so sorry.
Okay.
But
sounds good, man.
See you all later. I love you all so much, and I am so sorry again.
No, you're good, man. Glad you get to pop in at least for a little bit.
Oh yeah. Bye, guys.
All right. See you later, man. All right. Again, appreciate Fluffy for being able to come in. Because I know our schedules are kind of a pain in the ass right now because we got so much going on, which there already was before I even moved. But now I've moved, it's like now there's an hour difference, and it seems like now even more stuff's going on. So it's hard to get all our schedules to line up. But to kind of also talk about Fluff just a bit more here, he is the current MCM gaming champion. I was gonna have him put that over again, but he currently holds the title. He won it in our Golf with Friends, right? Yeah, Golf with Friends.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he won our Golf with Friends. I know, right? It was funny because when I would go on Twitch and hang out with people's stuff and they give me a shout out, it's like last game played Golf with Friends, and I'm like, oh fuck, that was back in October, like before I started streaming again. So yeah, it was Golf with Friends. He won that challenge, so he's the current champion. I was hoping to try to get a challenge laid out so we get it figured out, but I've not been able to talk to him about it or figure something out. So
yeah, a lot of his time and energy went into planning that subathon. So he probably he has an idea. I know he has an idea. I just don't know when. He
shot me an idea, I think back when he won the belt back in October, but it was I don't know the right word for it, but it had a lot of steps to it. And I was like, I don't know if that'd be best. I was like, probably make it a little more simple would be better. But so I was gonna talk to him about it and try to iron it out. But hopefully next podcast either we'll have already done the challenge and stuff. So keep an eye on social media and all that and our channels if we announce that. Or at worst case, we'll announce it on the next podcast of what the challenge is for the belt. So yeah, that's what Fluffy's been going on and everything. Yeah, I'm like really happy for him. He's been doing really good with streaming and keeping a very entertaining stream going on. I didn't get.
He's got a really good personality for it. Like it really, the personality, the look, it's a good setup for him.
Yeah, he and something I noticed too, which I really commend him for, which a lot of streamers fail to do, I think, is he keeps that positive entertainment going. He's not like bouncing off the walls the whole time and stuff. But it's just like fun to sit there and chat with him and hang out and stuff. He doesn't look like he's bored or like burnt out. Unless he's been going for like a long time, then obviously, he's starting to wear out. Like the other night on his stream, he'd been going for like 7 hours and you could tell he's getting tired. But he dances, he goofs around with his notification stuff on stream. He does, what does he call it? It's his twerking he does.
Oh, the T-Tone special?
T-Tone special, yes. He actually gets his feet up on a wall and twerks. If I had the clip, I would send it and show it on stream here or on the podcast here. But
yeah, we need to get that one, and then we can pair that with the "You've Been Naughty" clip.
yeah,
Oh yeah, perfect. Just have like
Very
a full
true.
fluff tribute.
Very true. And I'm like I said, I'm looking for all these sub goals he reached, for future streams, what he does on those and everything. Should be a lot of fun. Definitely gives me ideas for whenever I decide to do a subathon again, and all that. But right now it's kind of like on the back burner for me, like a subathon idea. I've got so much other stuff I'm trying to iron out first. Which I'll talk about me more here in a second. But kind of talk about them since they're not here a little bit. Saying he's been busy with his jujitsu school and everything. He actually just kind of came back to Twitch and started streaming there for a while. He took a break from streaming on Twitch and was just like trying YouTube out more. And I was kind of hoping he'd be here today to kind of talk about that process a little bit more, because I've never really messed with YouTube streaming wise. I know he said there was complications, like it was more difficult with YouTube versus Twitch in ways. So he came back to Twitch and has been streaming on that, but his stream schedule's been kind of everywhere. Like he'll stream mostly in the evenings, but it's just like might do like 1 day a week, 2 days, or he might do a couple days and then take a little break. That dude is super busy with his school and of course military and everything, and his family, because he actually just took a trip down here to Disney and everything. Didn't get a chance to see him while he was down here, but I think they had a good time. Their daughter had a great time at Disney and everything. So hopefully get to talk to him again soon. Hopefully be on the podcast soon. And then Mr. JT, he might pop in a little bit, but I know he's been super busy doing family and work. He has changed jobs, I think, shortly after I moved down here in October. And I know his kid has been doing sports like crazy. And in fact, I think that's what he was doing today. He was at one of the games or something. So he might pop in a little bit, maybe. But now we got their information out of the way. Sinful, give us an update on what's been going on with you. Obviously, the listeners could hear one of the biggest updates for you.
We'll go ahead and get the big reveal out. You ready? Yeah. We got the newest member of the Mid Card Mafia, little man.
Yee, it's a baby.
Yeah, so he came around into December. So that's definitely had my schedule busy, is a word.
Yeah. Yeah, kids be doing that.
Yeah. And then like with my schedule and my wife's, essentially, if one of us is working, the other one is off. So we never have like a day where both of us are home. So that's been a fun schedule. Other than that, like stream wise has pretty much been dead. Just trying to get his like nap schedule, sleep schedule, feeding schedule kind of smoothed out. Because about the time that we got it figured out, he decided to change everything up and completely remove a nap. So now we're trying to figure it all out again.
Yeah.
Other than that, the only other big thing like outside of gaming, streaming that I've had going on, I did recently take another step in the interview process for a position at IBM, which is pretty big for like me because that's going to be a remote scenario where my yearly salary goes up an additional 30 to 40%.
Nice.
So yeah, a good amount of income increase, which kind of opens up the schedule a little bit more. Game wise, everything like that, I've kind of fallen off on how much I've played new games. Occasionally, I've kind of been still looking at Rocket League, stuff like that, just because it seems like my downtime's like an hour here, 30 minutes here. So I just can't really get much into anything or have the time to start up a stream and feel that I'm actually going to be able to put quality content into it. On the alternative stuff that I can work on in like that hour, 30-minute window, I've been messing with creating my own custom overlay. I've been creating emotes for myself and some of my fellow streamers. I mean, from my phone, pretty much. I've also started dabbling with Unreal Engine 5, which has been a learning experience, but you can do a lot with it. So it's definitely been fun. So that's been most of what I've been able to like sink my time into, other than this little booger here. He's probably been the biggest thing that my time has went into, though.
Oh yeah, definitely. Even if you have plans like, oh, I'm gonna designate like this time to work on this thing, kids are like, nah, bro, you're gonna be on my schedule.
Nah, bro, that's me time now.
Yeah. I learned that really quick with Baby Shark and everything. So one benefit is she's a lot more attached to Lady Shark than me. So I can leave the room and she'll be like chill. If Lady Shark leaves the room, she'll freak out. Like, so I'm like, yes, like you stay attached to the hip at her so I can work on my stuff.
Yeah, overall he's pretty good. It's just like right now he's on kind of like that every 2 hour schedule. So it's like by the time you leave to go get something started, takes you 10-20 minutes to get it started. You know, it's going to take 10-20 minutes to kind of dial it back down. So out of 2 hours, you've got an hour and a half. And that's if he sticks to the 2 hour thing and doesn't go down to an hour or something like that.
Yeah.
But overall, he's been about as good as I could ask for. I mean, to be entirely honest, no sicknesses, nothing crazy, no unnecessary crying. Like he'll cry if he's hungry or wants his diaper changed, but that's about it.
That's good.
So been about as good of a baby as I could have ever asked for, really. Especially considering he came from me and his mom.
That's great. It's great. Oh man. Like it's hard to believe Baby Shark's gonna be 3 this year in October. It's like, jeez. Yeah, time goes by pretty quick. Yeah, it's crazy. And like it's funny how, especially like you're gonna see it here soon, just like in this first year, how quickly things change. It's just like it's the weirdest thing because it'll be like it's overnight almost. Like their sleep habits will be a certain way, and then it's like overnight, boom, different. Like their food, like their taste buds and like what they want to eat and stuff, just boop, it'll change like in a heartbeat. It's just the weirdest thing. Like Baby Shark, for example, like granted, you know, she's 2, but she used to love pizza. Like anytime we got pizza, she'd eat it up. Now we get pizza, she won't freaking even touch it. She's just like, nope. I'm like, what the hell? You cannot be my daughter. Like, I love pizza. So, which I say she can't be my daughter, but if you look at her and me, it's like mirror image almost.
Undeniable.
So, yeah. The only thing she's got of her mom's is her nose, pretty much. But yeah, so it's just like the weirdest thing. And then there was something else too. She used to eat all the time, and now she like I think it's spaghetti. She'd eat spaghetti as a newborn basically, but now she's like won't even touch it. It's like she wants her dino nuggies, her strawberries, and her apples and hot dogs, and that's about it.
Yeah. Like his was the biggest one we've seen has been like the sleep schedule, because it was probably 2 or 3 weeks ago. He was sleeping 3 hours throughout the night, wake up, sleep 3 hours, and then just Thursday going to Friday, he was just like, nope, you know what? It's Thursday night. Tomorrow's Friday. I'm sleeping 9 hours. And just straight like went to bed at like 9 p.m. and did not wake up till like 7 a.m. And then ever since then, he's been sleeping overnight, no problem. So it's just out of nowhere. I was just like, all right, well, I mean, it makes it easier, but not what we expected. So this will be fun.
Yeah. It's just it's the weirdest thing because then you get kind of used to that like short sleep, and then all of a sudden now they're like sleeping overnight, and it's just like, wait, what's happening here?
Yeah. I still feel like I need to wake up, but I don't.
Yeah, definitely. Hell, Baby Shark did that the other day. She slept like she went to bed before me the other night, and she slept in later than me. The guy got up at like 8 or something, and in the morning and had breakfast and stuff, and then like went back in the house because I eat out on the lanai and everything, and then came in and she was still sleeping. It was like 9:30 going on 10. I was like, what the hell? It's like she usually wakes up at like 7. But oh gosh, it's crazy. Yeah, we'll definitely have to keep updated on little sinful there and in his process and how he grows and changes and everything. Which I know Miss Sinful's been taking lots of photos, so been seeing those.
Oh yeah.
And that's another thing too. You'll see how quickly they change, like visually and stuff. Like I look at pictures of Baby Shark now, like early on, and I'm just like, doesn't even look like the same kid almost, you know?
Yeah, that's I think it was early this week. We looked at his like 1 month pictures, and I mean he's this coming week he'll be hitting 4 months. So like not even a 3 month difference, and it looks like a completely different kid. Or like I don't know, like face has changed, hair color's changed, like just everything is different. Like I don't know how this happened, but it's all changed.
Yeah. Which I mean, that's the one thing I was kind of worried about with Baby Shark was like hair changing, because when I was a kid, I had super blonde hair, like
Same.
almost white, and I was like, I don't know when it changed. It was like maybe I was like 5-ish, somewhere in there. 4 is when it actually started going to brown, and I was like, and she started with her hair brown. I was like, I wonder if it's gonna change and go blonde. I was like, oh no, not the reverse.
That's what his did. His came out darker than mine, and now his is like almost like a strawberry blonde. Like it's getting light. Which I mean, we're getting into the summer, and my family's pretty notorious for like summertime. If we're even remotely near the sun, our hair gets lighter.
Yeah.
So we'll see if his actually stays light or if it goes back to that like light brown, dark blonde kind of color.
Yeah. Yeah. Something tells me it'll probably change a few times. Oh gosh. But so you had the interview with did you say you had the interview already, or you're gonna have the interview with
So I had the like the first interview, and then I did their like aptitude test. And so that gets reviewed Monday, which from the time we're recording this is about 2 days, 2-3 days.
Okay.
And then I'll hear back. As long as everything's good with that, then I'll go to like the final interview on like late that week. And then if that interview goes well, then I'll have a offer early of the next week. So if all goes well, essentially be starting the position the 16th, which I mean, here's to hoping, but that's definitely a job that you can turn into a career.
Oh yeah, definitely. Now, do you know, is that gonna be like you get to work from home kind of thing, or do you actually have to like go in the office kind of deal?
No, it's entirely remote. So they would be sending me all of the equipment I would need. So including monitors, monitor stand, everything. So I would just set it up essentially right here at my desk. Just set it up right over here, and then work from that. So I mean, if all goes well, there's that, and then get done with that, and then that should make things a little bit easier on her, to where she doesn't have to work as much and take some stress off on her as well.
Yeah, definitely. Well, hopefully that works out for you, man.
Then we just gotta get this little booger to get a job.
I know, so I keep joking to Lady Shark about with Baby Shark. I'm like, so when can she start working? Like,
Start paying your own bills.
yeah, I know, right? Like, geez. But okay, well, I guess I'll give a recap on my stuff. Golly, since October. So the big thing is for me in October is I moved to Florida, moved out from Kentucky to Florida. I think it was kind of the middle of October, if I remember right. We moved down here, hence why the office is different now and the anime posters in the back and everything. So, um, yeah, we moved down here, and it's just been stressful because it's been like I moved down, took 2 days to drive down. I had my 3 dogs with me, and my stepdad drove the U-Haul, and then Lady Shark, Baby Shark had already come down, like flew down like a week prior or something. So 2 days of travel, get here on like Wednesday, pretty much unload Thursday, and I start unpacking Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then on Sunday it was pretty much like kind of a rest day, and then Monday I started working. So and I've basically been working since then. Uh, so that's why like streams didn't happen for a long time for me because I was pretty much quote settled in at like the beginning of November, but it's just like I didn't have any of my equipment set up. I didn't have anything really together. I didn't have a desk, honestly. Like literally my office, and I think I have a picture. If I do, I'll show it next time on the podcast or something. But I literally had like my TV in here on the floor on stand. My computer was kind of like set up next to it, going to the TV to use the computer, and then had my Xbox hooked up to it. So I just switched inputs and just did that. And I had my chair sitting in here and like boxes. That was my office for a hot minute there. In fact, I had bought like a Go XLR and the Stream Deck from Elgato and stuff before I moved, like right before I moved. And those sat in boxes till like January or something like that. So it was a big thing for me because I'm planning on making a video eventually with this and showing like the whole office and breakdown and explaining things. But like the desk, I built it technically myself. I put together and all this. I got the drawers from IKEA, but the desktop I got separate, and then I finished it and everything. So, and I'm really happy with how it looks. But yeah, and then I got artwork and things like that hooked up. And I still got a lot more stuff to do and all that. But once I do that, then I'll make a video doing a MTV Crib style video of my office,
Oh,
if
hey,
you will.
didn't see you there.
Yeah. Welcome on in. Don't mind my $1 billion chandelier that was given to me by somebody. But yeah, so I'm planning on doing that. And then, so beginning of this year, I kind of like got everything, started getting things together and prepping for streaming again and everything. So finally doing it again. I started like last month, and I've been doing my streams kind of sporadically a little bit, just because my work schedule's been still pretty busy and adjusting and things like that. Like I haven't really dove into anything new on stream because my goals with streaming have changed a little bit, and how it's structured and what I want to do. But I'm hoping to announce some things very soon with that that I'm going to be doing. I do have like the Stream Deck. Like I still got things I got to work on. Like the Stream Deck, I literally have here set up, but I've not like used it yet, just because I'm like I hooked it up enough just to kind of toy with it a little bit, and I'm like, all right, I need to work on that later. And I focus on my audio, and I've been so focused on audio, I haven't even touched that yet. So
to be fair, though, audio is a huge part.
Yeah, in fact, it's probably the biggest thing when it comes to streaming for most people, which that's kind of a big thing for me. I've been like freaking out that my audio wouldn't be good for streaming, so but I think it's good quality now and everything. Camera is good, but it's being weird. I've had some weird complications with it where it's saying battery is too cold when it didn't have a battery in it. So I'm like, okay. And then today when we had to do the podcast, I went for my normal setup, and it was like, hey, you got to put a battery in it now. I'm like, okay, like that didn't make sense. So I had to put the battery in it to even use it. So we'll see. I got to keep an eye on it. GoPros are being kind of weird lately, but yeah. So I mean, other than just getting down here and getting situated, getting familiar with Florida and going to the beach here and there and stuff like that. It's been just work and setting up stream stuff pretty much. In fact, I think later today I'm going to stream for the first time this week and probably try to finish Cuphead on stream. Maybe I'm like towards the end, like the last 20% or something. So I think I'm going to try to beat that today. And then let me look at my notes here. I know there was something I was going to mention with that. Oh yeah, and then yeah, I've been just playing like various games, like achievements and all that. But there's a game, and Fluffy's not here now because I mentioned it to him before. But a project I am currently working on. I've been hush hush about for like most of this week. But I'll go ahead and announce now because this will come out probably Monday, and I'll hopefully be done with that project or just about done. And but True Achievements, I was got a hold of them and actually got approved to do a game walkthrough for a game on there that didn't have a walkthrough yet. And the game is Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc Anniversary Edition. For you guys don't know what Danganronpa is, it's anime based like visual novel game. I'm not gonna say any spoilers and stuff. If you guys have not played it, I highly recommend it. It's really fun. Visually, it's really cool, and story wise, it's pretty fun. But it's not really that long to play. Really, it's just obviously a lot of reading. But and there's technically three main games, but then there's like spin-offs too. But this game came out in like 2010. And this is the anniversary edition that came out like a year ago or 2 years. But it actually just hit Game Pass earlier this year, like back in January. And I forget who it was, and I'm so sorry if they're watching this, but somebody came in my chat one day, like a year or so ago, maybe 2 years now. And they were like, hey, you should watch Danganronpa, like anime. And I was like, okay, I'll write that down and stuff. And I wrote it down. And I didn't watch it for a long time. And then I finally watched it at the beginning of this year. And I was like, whoever recommended it, I don't know. But I watched it and I was like, this is really good. I liked it. It was fun. Then I found out, oh, it's a video game. So I went to play the game because I found it was on Game Pass. I was like, that's perfect timing and everything. And you kind of spoil yourself if you've watched the anime. It ruins the game because it's the exact same storyline. And I thought it'd be
good continuity, right?
I mean, yes, but as like at the same time, I thought I guess my dumbass thought, oh, there's different paths. Like things could change, or maybe they did differently to kind of throw you off, But
yeah.
No, it's the exact same. So me playing the game, I was like, oh fuck, I'm kind of like ruined on the story because I already know what happens. But so I played it and beat it and everything. I did watch somebody else play Danganronpa 3, and I don't. Sorry for my logic; it's kind of dumb. But I watched somebody play Danganronpa 3 all the way through. Pro ZD, by the way, shout out to him. He's a very entertaining guy. And I watched that playthrough. I've not watched the second game. Like anybody play that? I've not looked it up. I've not played it myself. Funny enough, the anime that's technically the second version of it is different than the game. It's like a prequel to the second game and then a epilogue to the second game. So it's like they skip the whole second game. It's real weird compared to the first one. But so I eventually want to play the second one, and I'll probably do that on stream. So I'm pretty blind going into that for the most part, like what happens in it and stuff. So yeah, hopefully I'll play that. I got that walkthrough I'm doing. I've made some pretty good progress on it, so I'm hoping, like I said, to be done beginning of next week, so like in a couple days. Yeah, I'll do the second one on stream eventually. So that's pretty much like what's down the pipeline for me. Is like I got the walkthrough coming up. I got to finish Danganronpa 2 coming to stream eventually. I do want to do my rematch wrestling history again on stream. There's still some details I'm going to work out with that, but I know we're going to go from Revenge to No Mercy. So we're gonna start playing No Mercy.
That's the
instead.
game there. That's
Hell
the
yeah.
game.
Hell yeah, that's the best. So we're gonna do that one. I'm hoping relatively soon we'll start doing that again because I'm gonna do it slightly different. So it's just a few details I got to work out, and everything. But yeah. So to recap on that Danganronpa thing, again, if you guys have not played it, don't look anything up. Don't watch the anime. Get on Game Pass, download it, and just play it. It's really fun. Nice chill game if you just like want to just kind of pick it up and do a little bit at a time too, because it's all just reading basically. I highly recommend it. Everything. But there's a shit ton of spoilers out there. If you Google it or YouTube anything, it's like you're gonna see spoilers. So just be heads up on that. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I've got going on. Stream wise and stuff. I'm trying to actually be a little more mindful and active with like YouTube and TikTok. I swore I'd never make a fucking TikTok and I fucking did. And so I'm here and
Yeah,
so
see, he thinks it's funny too.
Yeah. And I've been posting on TikTok a little bit and just kind of getting a feel for that and everything.
Honestly, what I've been doing, I'll take like game clips and then I'll post it to TikTok, which will let me post it to like YouTube Shorts. And like that's the only reason I really use it is to post stuff.
Yeah.
Not to browse anything.
Yeah. I think I don't even browse really. It's like if I know the person, I follow them and I'll see what they post and that's it. I don't browse like random clips or nothing. Which I only have like 3 things on there right now, I think. But I think it's like 2 clips from playing Friday the 13th and 1 from like I just did like a simple clip of me sitting out in the lanai like in the morning. That's one thing I love about being down here in Florida. My neighbors are really good. They don't suck like my last ones. So like literally they're not blasting music all the time and everything. And like I can get up in the morning and like go sit on my lanai or screened porch, if you want to call it that, and have breakfast in the morning outside. And it's just like so quiet and everything. So nice.
Probably because it's Florida and they're retired.
No, actually the funny thing is like so the neighbors right next to us, they moved in like seriously like I think like a week or 2 after we did. It was weird timing, but they're a little older than us, me and Lay Shark, and they've got like two kids, an 8-year-old and a 6-year-old, I think is what they have. So they're kind of loud in a way because they got a pool and stuff. We don't have a pool, but they're not like bad at all. Neighbors across the street are a little older than that, and they've got like some kids, but they're not bad. And just most of my neighbors, it's like it's kind of like a wide range of ages, but they're not like retirees, you know. Even though there's a lot of that down here, not in my neighborhood and everything. So it was funny because Lay Shark, when I was streaming last, I think it was Saturday or whatever, she went and visited the neighbors. Like a few of them got together. I was just chatting and stuff. So she went over there and chatted while I was streaming. And she's like, yeah, they're not the talking about this one couple. Like, yeah, they're not much older than us. They're like 40, 48. And I was like, how fucking old do you think we are? You're like, what? I was like, bitch, I'm 32. Like,
not much older than us, just literally 15 plus years. Not much.
Exactly. I was like, how old do you think we are?
50%
like,
older, no big deal.
Yeah, right. That's need a little water. And yeah, so it's just like silly, but our neighbors are, like I said, all really good and cool and keep themselves kind of thing. So it's another thing, like they're not like bugging us like, hey neighbors, how's it going today? Blah, blah, blah. It's like just wave and say hey, and then they're good. Like that's all I need. Like
Just
I don't
what's up?
need to
Cool, bye.
socialize. Yeah. I don't need to socialize a lot and stuff. But oh man. Yeah, it's this has been real busy and everything. But I kind of want to shift gears now because now we kind of got like a lot of the personal stuff talked about, but kind of going with streaming news and everything. I don't have a whole lot technically there. I don't have a whole lot there, but I did do some catching up with Twitch news, like with their patch notes and stuff like that. And I was thinking they were going to do another one right before this podcast, but they didn't. Probably technical issues, or maybe I just was thinking it's the wrong week or something. But some of the more recent neat features with Twitch that's been going on since I guess January or February. One big thing is Twitch ad incentives. For those that don't know what that is, basically it's I'll read verbatim what they put here. It says at launch, this program represents personalization offers to select creators. Currently, the offers boil down to stream for a specific number of hours while running ads in exchange for a flat payout. So basically, Twitch will say they'll offer you a not a contract, but like a deal, and they'll say, "Hey, we'll pay you X amount if you do like 2-minute ads every hour." And like, let me see if I can pull it up here. I think example they give. I didn't send a screenshot of this, which I almost did, but then I decided not to just because. I decided not to just because it was like the example they gave was like, I don't know how true of an example that was.
Yeah, or if it's just a concept example.
Yeah, because what it is they said depending on basically who the streamer is, the deals change. So they're like, let me pull up my notes here real quick. It says, yeah, it's offers specific to the streamer's channel, depends on the viewer size, location, and numbers of hours broadcast and more. Is literally what they said on things. So it's like all these things vary depending on your offer that you get. But the example they gave, for example, is $100 incentive to run 2-minute ads for every hour, but you have to stream 40 hours for the month. So basically, just a 2-minute ad every hour, get your 40 hours for the month, and you get $100. Boom. Like, okay, it's not a whole lot. The third,
I mean, to be honest, with that, if like that's a blanket option, then like 40 hours in a month, if you were, I mean, even if you just do like a weekend thing, like you could do a 10-hour stream one day a week, and you're gonna hit that. So that's not terrible, depending on what their requirements are to get it and what the payout amount is.
Yeah, it's currently in like a test phase right now, so it's not like everybody has it. Obviously, it's like they've done like select people just to kind of test it and everything. But again, it's actually like it's 3 offers. So that was offer 1. Offer 2, the example they give is a $300 incentive. You run 3-minute ads every hour for 40 hours. In fact, all these are for 40 hours, like streamed in the month.
Yeah.
And then the third incentive is $500 to run 4 minutes worth of ads every hour for 40 hours. So it's one of those weird things, like
worth of ads in an hour, though.
Yeah, and I mean that's where I was like, it's rough because like I'm one of those people, like I hate ads. I really hate them because especially like if I'm getting rated to somebody's channel or
and then immediately boom into an ad.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like I don't get to hear their reaction to the raid. I don't get to hear them say welcome in, or maybe they're talking about their channel. So like I
Yeah.
come in from the ad being done, they're like, yeah, so that's about me. How's it going, guys? Like what, like what's your channel about? Like, I don't know, dude. And everything. But the fact also, it's like I hate ads because there's certain streamers I watch and they have ads play way too much. Which that's their incentive, that's their deal, I guess. But it's like, well, sub and you don't have to see them, but they'll be doing something and like I'll be like, oh yeah, this is really cool, and then ad plays. I'm like, come on now. And then it's like that's the thing about this too, is like you don't have control on that. It's like I think the ads they're played like maybe at the top of the hour. Yeah, maybe at the top of the hour or the bottom of the hour. And just like you could be in the middle of something and all of a sudden just bam, ad. And it's like they'll just have to deal with it for the next, 2 to 4 minutes.
5 minutes or whatever it is.
Yeah. It's rough, but it's like it's nice though to get a flat payout, like you almost guaranteed like that money. Then you could turn around to pay certain bills or put towards the stream or something,
Like I feel like option 3's not as myself thinking of myself as like a viewer. Option 3, if someone took that and like I'm not gonna sit there for 4-5 minutes worth of ads. I'm not gonna spend 20% of my time in a stream watching ads.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do it.
Which I mean, I struggle if it's a 2-minute ad. Like I think that's excessive already. Especially I think ads need to be down to like a minute tops.
Yeah, like I could understand a 2-minute ad. It's still not ideal. But like a 4-minute ad, no, I'm not doing it. I will 100% leave the channel if I see like 7 ads loaded up and it says 3 minutes. I'm closing it right there. No questions.
Yeah, and you're not the only one. I've seen multiple people, like when I was watching the patch notes thing, like I could see chat and like a lot of people were like, as soon as I see an ad, I leave. Like they're like, I'm not wasting my time.
Yeah,
and it's like I get that, but at the same time, it's like it kind of sucks because I don't think there's really a way to avoid ads now with Twitch.
Not with their current model.
Like YouTube, you can do the premium YouTube premium deal, which I did a test run, like trial for 3 months on that, thanks to Xbox, and I'm hooked on that now. Like I'm like I love
no
this.
ads.
Yes, it's the best. I fucking hate ads. So which ads like really wouldn't bother me a whole lot, but it's like you'll get like maybe like a 10-second ad. It's like, okay, cool, fine, whatever. I can deal with 10 seconds.
But then they found out that like 15 seconds is the skip limit, so they'll make like 5-10-second ads. Or they'll make the ads unskippable.
Or yeah, so this is kind of going to YouTube now and versus Twitch, but like I'll be sitting there like at the gym and maybe I just didn't have like certain songs on my phone or something, and I'll just load YouTube up and just playing a certain playlist, and it's like, all right, listen to this song, it ends. I'm like, next song starts playing, I'm like, fuck, this isn't what was on the playlist. And I look and it's a fucking ad that's playing an entire song.
Yeah.
So it's like a 3.5 minute ad for this song. And I'm like, why? Like, no, get out of here. Like, so annoying. Like, it's like ads at most should be 30 seconds. And if they're at 30 seconds, they should be skippable after 5 seconds. 10 seconds ads, maybe not skippable, but they're only 10 seconds,
Yeah. Like 10 to 15 seconds is the longest an ad should really be. I see Twitch's model of kind of like forcing the ad, so I get it. But if they're gonna force the ads, like if your channel's gonna be forced to have ads, you might as well get a payout for it. So like if their option is like, run 1 minute worth of ad or 1 or 2 minutes worth of ads every hour, and you get a guaranteed payout of $50 or $100 a month, like you could run 30-second ad at the beginning of the hour, 30-second ad at the end of the hour, and it essentially turns into like a minute on the both ends. I don't see that being terrible. It's not ideal, but it's not terrible. Little tiny human.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's anything longer than that, like you can't split it up anymore because you're going to create even longer ads.
Yeah. And that's the thing with Twitch too. It's like, they're like, oh, well, our ads are only like 30 seconds or less. It's like, yeah, but then you stack them.
You do like 4 of them.
Yeah. It's bad. And a lot of times too, I've seen like them repeat, like there'll be like a 15-second ad, and then like there's 5 more ads, and then maybe that like last ad is that same first one.
15-second ad, yeah.
It's like, why? It's like in case you didn't see it the first time, I guess.
In
Like,
case you wanted to skip it the first time, you're really going to want to skip it now.
yeah. And I know Twitch has done been kind of rolling out the banner ads, which I'm okay with. Like that doesn't distract
The ones
me
I
from the stream,
don't
really.
like are the ones where it like minimizes the streamer's video and cuts their audio. So like the stream goes
full
picture
screen
in
ads.
picture.
Yeah.
Well, the stream goes picture in picture instead of the ad being picture in picture.
Yeah,
like
I agree.
At that point, I get so frustrated because I'm already like, I might as well just not be able to see the stream. You're almost taunting me with it because I can see stuff's going on, but I can't hear it. I'm forced to listen to your ad anyway. Like,
yeah,
why
that's
even
what
give me
happens.
the video?
That's exactly what happens on that one streamer I was kind of referring to. Like, when his ads play, it's like 2 minutes, and it does that picture in picture deal where it full screens the ad, and I can see him in the little box there, but I can't see really shit what's going on. I can't hear him. It's annoying. But with the banner, it just minimizes slightly the stream. The banner plays at the bottom. There's no audio for it or nothing, and then it goes away after like 20 seconds or 15 seconds or something.
Yeah, like some of the old school YouTube ads that did that stuff where it just pops up a little rectangle at the bottom of the screen or the bottom of the video, and then it plays for like 10-15 seconds or however long, and then it goes away. Like, doesn't really block the video. It blocks a little section, but no big deal.
Again, it doesn't even really block on Twitch. It's just like because Twitch actually takes the stream and zooms it out. Down. Yeah, so it's like I'm fine with that, because I can still enjoy the stream and listen and watch and everything. Yeah. But when you're literally cutting away, it's like I feel like only the streamer should have control of that. So like if somebody's like, "Hey, I gotta go use the restroom or go get a snack real quick, guys. Here, watch this ad." Yeah, it's like, okay, I get it then. Which I think that's what the intent was kind of for originally when they started doing like the ad setup, but now Twitch has gotten a lot more on the we're just gonna make money on ads, kind of hungry thing. Which and this is something I didn't have in my notes, but I will talk about. So I subscribed to Saiyan when he started streaming again, and I got an ad, and I'm subscribed to him. I'm like, what the fuck? Why'd I get an ad? I'm like, that's the weirdest thing. And I told him, I was like, I got an ad, even though I just subscribed to you. And he was like, yeah, apparently Twitch is fucking
got rid of that. Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, if they got rid of like if you sub to somebody and the ad deal with that, I was like, it's gonna piss off a lot of people. And I looked it up. Apparently they have not done that, but apparently it's a glitch in the system.
Where you can still get ads even though you subscribed?
Yes. Because a few other people have ran this issue, and Twitch is like, we have not done that. It's a glitch, but of course, a lot of people are like, yeah, you're testing it is what you're doing.
It's a glitch, but they haven't fixed it. Crazy.
Yeah, because funny enough, I still get ads going to Saiyan stream, but I don't get it on other people's I'm subscribed to. So it's like, it could be a glitch on his, or it could maybe be something in his settings he hasn't changed, and Twitch hasn't like said, hey, you can change this, yeah, so it's a weird thing with that. But I do like the fact that they do the pay and stuff. I just wish it was more of like, I wish it was done differently of like, you have to play maybe like, let's see here, three, so that'd be, all right, so let's do 2. So if you did 40 minutes, 40 minutes worth of ads, technically in a month for that first one, for the 2-minute ads for 40 hours, it's 80 minutes. I wish Twitch would say you have to do 80 minutes worth of ads for the month instead to get the flat payout, and then they could put a restriction of like, oh, well, you can only, you have to also stream 40 hours at least or something, put that minimum bar in there too. So that way somebody doesn't just sit there and just spam ads for the next 2 days, kind of thing. I think that would be a better structure because then the streamer could say, okay, well, I got to get up, stretch my legs or whatever, plays 3 minutes of ads instead of just 2, and just kind of chit away at it. Or they're like, oh, well, this is kind of a dead spot in my stream or something. Let me play an ad kind of thing. Maybe you're loading into a game, between Rocket League matches or something. Oh, play an ad. It's I feel like that'd be better to give the control to the streamer to be able to decide when those happen and how frequently as well. And then if they don't hit the minimum hours or they use the bank of ad time, then they don't get the payout. I think that'd be a better structure. I do like this, and I kind of wish they had offered it to me just because I'm curious of what somebody at my level would have got and everything. I'm thinking, I obviously the amounts they offer in the example, I feel like it's for maybe a partnered person. For affiliate, I feel like it'd be way less. I'm just really curious on what those examples would have been and everything, but I couldn't really find anything on that other than this original example that they gave. Of course, there's progress bars to talk about the incentive, how close you are to it, when your ads are going to play, that type of stuff. But there's not an example of oh, here's a affiliate that gets an average of 25 viewers and he streams 40 hours a month. They didn't give an example of that, which is kind of a bummer because I'm curious on that because that's a lot of Twitch. When it comes to Twitch's base, there's a lot of affiliates now or people that stream with 10 or let's say 25 or less viewers. That's a big base for Twitch now. And it's so what's the payout looking like for that? Because I seriously doubt it's this example they gave. If they did, I'd be very shocked. Considering a lot of people don't even get a payout monthly, from Twitch, maybe every other month or something. But for that amount, it's yeah, I don't see that being the case. But for you guys that are watching and listening, you guys do stream on Twitch and you're curious about it, you guys can also check out your ads manager section on Twitch to see if you have the offers available there. I don't think they've said certain it is certain people have got it, but they haven't designated oh, it's only affiliates or partners or this group, that group, whatever. So anybody could get it, the test phase of it, if you will. So it's gotta be on the lookout for that in your ads manager section on Twitch, in your dashboard stuff or your email. Apparently they email you if you got the offer for it. Like I said, I have not got it. I hope I get it just because I'm curious to get more details on it. Not necessarily that I will do it, but just curious on it. Oh, and that was another thing too with this breakdown is that they change monthly. So it's not once you get the 3 offers, it's going to be set like that. It could go up, it could go down. It just depends on, I guess, the numbers every month that you produce. So I'm thinking maybe if maybe you did more hours in a month, maybe they might increase the amount for next time. Or maybe you had more viewers. I would think more viewers would probably be the case of why they would add a higher limit, But if you're not getting but 10 viewers or something, they probably lower it. That's my guess, at least. But they did say global and partners and affiliates are all in that bubble to get this test phase and eventually, hopefully, get it. But kind of have to wait and see. I think they announced this back in January, February, but there's still been like working on it and everything.
Yeah, definitely think that the somebody's unhappy. Give me a second.
All right, you're good. Well, he takes a moment there. I was giving a quick shout out. You guys that are watching or listening to the podcast on YouTube, thank you for being here, hanging out, listening. Greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't done so, be sure to hit like and share it with your friends and other people. Like, go to the guy you work with and be like, "Hey, guy, watch this video, listen to it. You watch Twitch, right? You're cool." And then comment below if you guys have opinions on these things with Twitch ad incentives, and maybe if you guys have like subathon ideas or goals, let us know what you think about it. Or Danganronpa. You guys played that game. Let me know if you guys love that series or you guys are going to check it out. Again, it's on Game Pass. Game Pass is great. Which, okay, I'm going to divert just for a second on that. Game Pass, I love it, but I hate it at the same time. Just real quick, I'm going to throw this in there. I love it because there's so many games now on there to play, and then they change it out regularly and everything. There's a lot of quick, easy completion games, which as an achievement hunter, I love because I love boosting my gamer score as much as possible, which I hoping I hit like 400,000 gamer score at the end of the year. I think I just passed, I just passed 360,000 gamer score the other day, actually yesterday. But the thing I hate about Game Pass, it's the one thing I hate with it, is they put games on there and sometimes they stay on there for months and months and months. And then sometimes they put them on there and it's like literally like 2 months and then they're gone. And then the fact that they don't give you much of a notice. Like all my notices I get on like this game's leaving Game Pass this month is from True Achievements. And True Achievements doesn't even get much of a heads up on that. They get it like 14 days before. Like literally like I think they posted on the 16th or 17th of this month. They're like, "Hey, these games are leaving the end of the month. So you got like 15 days, like 2 weeks to try to get them done or play them or whatever." And that's so annoying as an achievement hunter because like I'm very much so on the completion side. So if I start something, I'm like, I need to get it done now, like before it goes away. And I've had a few games burn me on that where I've not got them done. So now either I have to buy the game or hope it comes back to Game Pass eventually. And there's been a few games like I had to like seriously just grind and rush through to get done, which is like kind of a pain in the ass, especially if I'm crunched on time or I want to enjoy the game more. But I'm like, oh great, I can't like watch these cutscenes because I literally have to like run through this game. So annoying. But other than that, I love Game Pass. I love the variety of games it offers and the amount is great. I actually recently played the NFL games on there, which shocker. Shark plays football games. I played Madden 20 and 21. They just took 20 off, so I played that real quick before they took it off. 21, I got one achievement left on, but then that's done. And then they have 22 on there, which I plan to play because it's only like a couple hours to complete. So that's the plan on that. But like I was saying, I'll go back on track. So the Twitch ad incentives, I think it'll be a neat concept, but I really want to see real examples. And I wish I could find somebody that has the offer already that's like a lower end probably shouldn't say it that way, like a lower end streamer, but like an affiliate that doesn't have like 50 plus viewers, like somebody that has like maybe like 25.
Yeah, a more like consistently average viewer count.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because that's what I was saying. Like, I think the main meat and potatoes, I guess, if you will, of Twitch is streamers that are affiliates that have like 25 viewers, or less.
Mhm.
Like users and everything. Either that or people that just watch. But when it comes like to partners and stuff like that, that's a very small pool of people, really, in the grand scheme of it. So I'm curious on like what the majority of people would actually be offered. 'Cause I seriously doubt the example they gave would be realistic to like you or I kind of thing.
Yeah. It like would it make sense for us to take that offer if it was given? Yes. But on their end, looking from a business perspective, if you're looking at someone who's got, I mean, I'll use my numbers because my number 10 viewers on average. Are you going to get your revenues worth on ads if they're running that 80 minutes worth of ads off of those 5 to 10 viewers for that payout? Realistically, I don't think they get that much per ad. So I don't think that's a business model that they would do. I feel like they're going to end up kind of incorporating a like viewer requirement or something like that.
Yeah. And that's something that does follow me. I didn't do my homework on this a little bit more. Ads also just confuse me in general. Like if I were just to play an ad, like let's say I have a average of 10 viewers. Okay. Okay. Basically every hour, like to model it based off their thing here. I don't know how much of quote revenue I would make from that because it's the weirdest fucking explanation that they give on it. I know it's like a fraction of a penny or something like that for
Yeah,
every
it's
view or something,
super low.
but it's like it still doesn't make sense to me, like how it's broken up. Like they don't break it down into like, okay, if you play ads for 100 viewers worth or so much time of ads, you get this amount. You know, it's just like they don't explain it enough. Ads always, so ads always,
Yeah.
but I mean, I feel like maybe like sometime in the summer, maybe beginning of fall, they might start rolling this out more. I mean, really, when it comes to the ads, like the banner ads, I barely have seen any of those. So they've been working on that since like last summer, I think, or fall.
Yeah, most of the ones that I've seen has been the picture in picture that I absolutely hate.
Yeah. Oh, I think we did talk about this on the podcast before. Another ad, and I've yet to see it because I think it's the dumbest thing. They have the ad option.
Audio.
Yes. So it's like the person be streaming, and then all of a sudden their audio cut out. You can still watch it and stuff, and maybe have like closed caption on, I guess, but it would take over the audio and just be like, be sure to check out audible.com for these books, blah, 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 for Valentine's Day
Kia.
or whatever. You know, it's like, oh my God. It's like whoever would want that is the dumbest decision, you know? I mean, I guess if you read closed caption, I guess, but I don't know if the ad would take over closed caption in that case or not, you know? It's real weird. About it. But yeah, we'll see. I might go to Twitter and see if I can find somebody that might be closer to like our numbers or like a more realistic streamer and stuff,
Yeah.
and be like, hey, can you tell me what your offer was and stuff, and get that information. If I do, I'll talk about it next podcast, but I'll see what I can find out. To my knowledge, I don't know of anybody that offered it. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they only offered it to partners or something, you know. At this point. On Twitch news, their patch notes and stuff, they announced, I forget which patch notes it was, but it's been, like I said, 2 months or so. Twitch moments. And I like this concept. It's a little weird, but it's cool. So whenever, you know, you guys are watching a stream and it's like something happens and you're like, I was here. Fuck yeah, I was here for this, you know, kind of thing. Basically now you can clip that moment which is different from clips. You can make a moment. Okay. So what it is, and I'll break down the details here. It's a moment that gets clipped. The people that were in chat at the moment get and see that moment at any time by clicking the badge like in chat. So much like a subscriber badge or a bits badge, you would get this like icon for a moment. Like let's say Fluffy stream, for example. Like he got hit with that 50 bomb. If somebody made that a moment like he did, or a mod, literally it'd make a icon for everybody in chat that was there, viewer, follower, mod, whatever. We could click that and then get to see that clip of that moment, which I think's cool. Like,
yeah, I mean, so it sounds like it more or less creates a badge that hyperlinks or links to a clip from the description.
yeah, pretty much. And then it's like the more moments you're a part of, like that badge evolves and gets bigger and changes and stuff, kind of like the bits one does, you know. The clips are all editable. Editable? Did I really say it? Editable. Like you can edit them up, the title of them, the length of them. So maybe like the clip was like too long, or maybe just a little too short. You can change it. You can change the title up. But then for the viewer, they do have to claim that badge. So it's like, so Fluffy did that as an example, that 50 gift sub bomb, he made that a moment. It'd pop up in our chat and we had to claim it, say, hey, I was here, kind of thing. And then we get that badge. It doesn't just automatically just give it. Almost kind of like the hype train in a way, like you actually have to participate actively to actually get that credit, which I'm like, okay, makes sense. But yeah, there's multiple tiers for the amount of moments the viewer is a part of, and can see the moments. Like I said, mods and editors can mistype something there. Oh, so they can create. Yeah, that's what I try to put. So mods and editors can create moments along with the streamer itself. So if, like, let's say you're playing Rocket League and you make an awesome play, but you're like too caught up in the moment, I could do it as a mod and make it a moment. Like you scored the game, or scored in the game or something like that. So you wouldn't have to worry about it. I do like that feature of it. For sure. Over and hit like a button, to make that stuff. But they did announce that with this, it's for live moments only. So if you went back, again, I'll go use Fluffy as an example. If I went back right now on Fluffy's VOD to see that 50 gift sub bomb, I couldn't get the live moment credit and badge, which makes sense because you're not there. I wasn't there live for it and stuff. So you wouldn't be able to do it retro actively. You have to be there live. Lasts forever, and they level up for that channel and stuff. And they're gonna only be on that channel as well. Like you won't have like your moments carry over to another channel. That makes sense. Just like the bit badge kind of thing. So there's that. The only thing I see being like bad really about that per se is there's too many badges then per chat. I think right now the limit's 3 badges you can have. now what the limit's 3 badges you can have. I think, or maybe it's just 2. Maybe it's just 2 now thinking about it, but
Well,
it's
so I know
like
they have like a top bit or a top cheer. They've got the top
Mhm.
gifted. You've got your subscriber. So there's 3 there. If they add the moments, that would be 4. And I'm not sure if there's any more. I just know those 3 like right off the top of my head. I think like the TwitchCon ones give you a badge. Hype Train ones give you a badge.
Mhm. Um um yeah, let's see. 2 for sure, but it's like you have to pick what you want kind of thing. Um See, I don't know. That's where it's like kind of sucks. Like, what do you pick? You know, it's like, well, I want to show I'm a subscriber, but then also maybe like I want to show off my TwitchCon icon badge, things like that. So that's one thing I'm like, you know, maybe they could figure out a way to like incorporate it with like bits or something. I don't know, to be able to like represent more things in a smaller setting, or maybe smaller setting, or maybe I don't I don't know. I just think that's like it's almost overkill to have more badges in that space when there's already not enough space for the amount of badges you could have.
Or do a way to do like a 4 or 5 like badge carousel where it like rotates every like 5 minutes. It changes which 3 badges are active based off of your preferences.
Yeah, that'd be a pretty good idea actually. Have it like rotate around. That'd be pretty cool. Um, or maybe have it like you could pick like out like 3 of them. You could do like 2 static ones and 1 that like revolves, and in that revolving one you could pick like which ones. Pick like which ones. I don't think moments. I know Twitch did an example of it during the patch notes. I don't know if it's really a live thing. I haven't seen it or tested it myself. I think it's just for like certain people. Um, oh, it's in beta. Yeah, so I see my notes here. It is in beta currently. The other thing that kind of sucks, I did think about was uh moments can be made, but then also the streamer can delete them. So if there's like maybe an embarrassing moment that you didn't really want clipped, or maybe like you reach your limit because you can only have 5 per month as well. Because you can only have 5 per month as well. Moment, I'll delete it to make space in case something else comes up. And you like, I'm curious on like if somebody came in and let's say I had a moment and they got credit for it and stuff, but then I deleted it, it gets rid of that badge. It's like kind of sucks to kind of lose that because you were there for it, but you know, it's just like you just lose the credit out and everything like that. So it kind of sucks in a way in that aspect, but it makes sense. Um, of course, having the limit monthly is kind of nice, but also kind of sucks too because, like I said, maybe you're at four space for in case another thing happens. But then if nothing else happens, then you delete that moment. It's like kind of bites you in the ass. Um, Maybe they might increase that number later. I don't know, but uh, five five seems very low in my opinion. Like especially if you're a streamer out there that's very active on stream, like you're not just kind of like going through the motions, but yet you're like trying to like make those content moments and everything. I I feel like 5 is going to be like used up in a heartbeat then. Um, but it's definitely a neat concept for sure. Um, um, bit more. which I guess technically this is counting. I don't know if it technically counts as a clip though. I don't know if they separate them or not, but yeah, so that's Twitch moments. Pretty much that's all the information I got from it. It is pretty straightforward and everything. But it definitely could be fun to participate with that, like big events or special streams and stuff like that. Like Fluffy stuff coming up, it's like, something happens, you make a moment from it instead of just clipping it, and can relive that moment over and over. And then the last thing I really had from like Twitch's like update stuff was is a simple little mod update, and that's the announce command. I tested this on Fluffy's stream like a week ago, and basically you can go in to a channel that you're a mod of, and you can make an announcement. You can say it's like a /announce or /announcement, and then you type your message. And what it does, it like highlights that message in chat. So if like I'm streaming a game for the first time and I don't want people backseating the game and telling me what to do and stuff, just let me figure things out. And maybe somebody comes in, they're like kind of being a little like backseaty and stuff like that. Then one of my mods can come in like Sinful or something and be like, hey, announcement, don't backseat. You will get timed out. Let him play the game, and then chat can see that a little bit better than just a regular chat message, and everything. So I think it's a pretty neat thing. Or it's like you announce like, hey, this thing's going on, like the subathon's happening this time. So it stands out a bit more than just like the highlighted message like you would do with your channel points on Twitch and everything. I definitely like this little feature. It's so simple, but it's such a nice little touch to have for the aspect of like a mod or a viewer even to catch those important roles. I've not tested the idea of doing it as like a bot command, like make the channel bot to like say announcement like, hey, on this date this stream's happening kind of thing. I haven't tested that. I feel like you can do it though. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't. That'd be a neat idea to do. All right, so I think we're going to wrap it up here. I know Sinful's busy with Little Sinful, and I'm going to spend a little time with my family and try to stream in a little bit, play some Cuphead, as well as work on my walkthrough for Danganronpa. Again, be on the lookout for that on True Achievements. Hopefully, that'll be up early next week. Worst case, towards the end of next week once they review it and publish it and stuff. But we will do our next podcast in a few weeks. So sometime next month. I haven't decided what dates we're going to look at trying to do this stuff. I know before we kind of had a set time frame, but I think we're going to change it up this time. To maybe hopefully something that balances better with us and our current schedules. Let me think. Is there anything else I need to announce? No, that's about it. Just be sure to follow us on Twitch and Twitter and YouTube and all that fun jazz. Again, if you guys like this podcast today, or maybe you didn't like my rambling too much, let me know in the comments. Normally there is more of us here chatting and stuff, but again, with our schedules, this is like kind of what we could do this time. Hopefully we'll at least have 3 of us chatting or more next time. Take care. And again, if you guys have questions or anything about streaming or whatever, hit us up in Discord, Twitter, or on Twitch chat or go live and everything. But again, thank you everybody for coming by, hanging out, and we will catch you next time.